I want you to think, what is one thing that you buy every day that you feel like won't complete your day? Everyone has that one weekly spending habit, whether it may be morning coffee, cigarettes, or fast food, that we like to spend our money on. These things are usually around $5. And let's take a look at one of these indulgences, for example, morning coffee. A shocking report by acorn.com shows that the average American spends about $1,100 per year on coffee. And if we break that down, that is $92 a month and approximately $3 a day. Everyone has financial goals that they'd like to reach, and we all have goals that we want to put money towards. And if we cut our weekly spending habits in half, we can be more financially secure. Today, I challenge everyone to save at least $5 a day towards a savings account or a jar. First, I'll look at the problem of weekly spending and then offer a solution. And then we can visualize the future we have with the money. And at the end, I will give you a very specific tip to get us started as soon as possible. It is crazy to think how much goes into our everyday wants and spending. Firstly, we need to all have savings just in case for any car problem, possible unemployment, or food for one day. You never know what might happen. Just like me, you probably work an hourly job that doesn't pay much and probably won't leave much money at the end of the month after you put it towards tuition, gas, bills, etc. According to a report by collegeaffordability.urban.org, a full-time dependent student earned only $3,900 a year. And an independent student earns about $13,000 a year. A cost that everyone can relate to is eating out. And we probably eat out once or twice a week, whether it may be fast food or restaurant. And the average meal probably costs around $12.75. If we were eating once or twice a week, that measures out to $51 to $102 a month. Our generation is also the leading generation that has the most credit card debt. And I can understand why people need to go in debt, but I also believe that that's the first thing you should pay off, and that should be the first priority to pay off. The average debt for an 18 to 24-year-old is $2,000, according to a Bloomberg article titled "Generation Z Racking Up More Credit Card Debt Than Any Other Generation." So you're probably thinking, how do we have extra cash saved up at the end of the month? First, we need to cut our small indulgences in half. Yes, they may seem like a small price up front, but they stack up very high at the end of the month because of how frequently we are buying it. Of course, it is really hard to stop a spending addiction cold turkey. We must regulate how much we are actually putting into it and cut that in half. And you can adjust the amount you save to your liking or needs, but make sure it's around $5. For example, say you get Chick-fil-A twice a week. Why not try getting it once a week? A meal at Chick-fil-A costs about $9. For the days you usually go there, you hold off and put that money either in a jar or transfer it in your savings. Most bank apps have a feature where you can automatically transfer to your savings on a specific time and date, so you don't have to worry about it. But if you're like me and like to save physically and actually like to watch yourself save it, you can set a timer on your phone to remind you to transfer money into the jar or a savings account. It may seem hard at first, but it'll soon become a habit. Now, let's take a look at the math. You're now spending $36 a month on fast food instead of $72 when you were eating it twice a week. That is half of what you're spending. And in a way, you're saving $36 every month and you're getting $36 richer. If we take the $36 you're saving each month and putting that towards a year, that is $432 that you are spending alone, that you are saving alone in just cutting Chick-fil-A habits in half. What are some long-term goals that you want to have cash for? Whether it may be buying a car, paying off some debt, or just putting it towards an emergency fund. You have the $432 to put into it. In about 5 years, that is $2,160, all just from Chick-fil-A money. Yes, we're all humans, and sometimes we find ourselves wanting to slip. How do we keep away from temptation? Alternatives. Any alternative will do, such as seeing what is at home and cook your own food with what you already have. Though it is a lot of effort firsthand, you'll feel some sort of achievement cooking a meal by yourself. All in all, I challenge you guys to save $5 a day. Starting now, I want you to open up a savings account or open up a jar, set an alarm to go, save and put money towards your account. And in the next 48 hours, I want you to put your first $5 in there and make this a habit and try to keep it up every week.